Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. And a quick one from me this morning. The takeover's done, everybody. 49ers, San Francisco 49ers now own Leeds United fully. They've taken over finally from Andrea Radrizzani, who has sold up completely now. 49ers are in the chair. Parag Marath will be the chairman. The board will be, I think, 6 members. They've got 11 investors from, celebrities, American sports people. One is, of course, Larry Nance, who was teasing the fan base, wasn't he, last week with photos at Ellen Road and things like that. So it's finally done on a Friday night. Um, yeah, and Leeds are looking now for the new manager. Things will now ramp up quickly. I imagine the managerial position will be filled next week. Obviously, the Athletic are coming in with some, very interesting reports now. Phil Hay, of course, he says that the club are still looking at the likes of Gerrard, Corberan, Scott Parker, and Daniel Farke. But the 49ers do want Rodgers as a priority, but it's unknown yet whether he wants to step down the division. I don't think Rodgers will be coming. I think it will be now one of them for Gerrard, Corberan, Scott Parker, or Daniel Farke. Let me know in the comments who you'd like below. Like I said, I'm disappointed with that news, really, although I know a lot, those guys, probably bar Gerrard for me, would be quite solid, all of them. Well, Farke and Parker have experience twice of getting teams out the championship, I think winning it as well, or Fulham went up through the playoffs, didn't they? But Corberan as well did very well with Huddersfield, has done a good job with West Brom, so he knows some of our players as well, only from managing our youth team a few years ago as well. So there are perks and positives to each and every one of those names. But for me, like I said last week, I wanted a big name for the 49ers, a bit of a statement thing, but looks like they're going safe with the managerial appointment. But it is done and dusted, the takeover now. We don't have to suffer with Radrizzani's, excuse my French, bullshit. He'd lost the plot, I think, come the end of it, and wasn't interested really, was he, with his thing going on with Sampdoria. Obviously, he's taken over them now, unfortunately for them, but we don't have to think about that. 49ers are in charge. It's the American revolution, if you like, has fully come to Leeds United now. But for me, I'll give my thoughts on it quickly. Nothing changes for me. I'm a little bit underwhelmed by it all, I think, and until things are sorted, managerial position, this, that, and the other. But it sounds like again I'm probably going to be underwhelmed with it again. I don't know, nothing really changes. They've been there for 6 years already of the 49ers. It's not, Kinnear's still there. And for me, let me know in the comments, but for me, Kinnear still being there is nothing changes. He makes the decisions because they're not. I know they'll have the final say on stuff, but they've not been around football for that long by themselves. They've always had like Radrizzani, Victor, although he's no good, had experience in running, in football sort of dealings. They haven't really. Who knows who these people are? Parag Marath has been in and around Leeds for 6 years and will have, obviously seen how it's been run by those three guys. Kinnear is like the senior man running things. So for me, until he goes, nothing really changes. Um, yeah, sounds like he's the man sort of behind this sort of managerial sort of search as well. So for me, nothing changes until he's out the door, really. But let's wait and see. And, a exciting managerial appointment and players on board and us playing well will obviously appease me greatly. But I'm not wholly convinced. Initially, I was on board, but I think it was just to get rid of Rads, really. And I'm not so sure really. It's still, if it was completely new, yeah, exciting stuff. But I don't know. For me, it's just the same. Feels the same. He'll just he'll just have a bigger He'll have a bigger desk, won't he, and a bigger room, won't he, Matt Paragraph, probably. Uh, let me know in the comments what you're thinking anyway. But we've been taken over. I know a lot of people are very, very happy about it. Who do you want as the manager from those names that have been mentioned? Because it looks like it's going to be one of them, 4 or 5 with Rodgers, but I don't see Rodgers being a proper contender for it. But thanks very much for watching. Just a short one from me. Leeds United are now owned by the San Francisco 49ers on, 100% basis. Thanks for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.